So Nancy, what is the most common question you're asked in your business?
How much do I charge?
Is there a problem with that, or is there another question that they should be asking?
They should be asking, are my books in order? How do I, determine if this is right? Am I putting my expenses into the right account? Am I putting my liability account set up right? To start it all off, the profit and loss and the balance sheet need to be set up right, the chart of accounts. And if that's set up right, everything should run smoothly. If it's not set up right, everything's going to be a disaster.
So for a person just starting out from the very beginning, should they be talking to you, I'm assuming, to make sure that get them set up right?
Mm-hmm. Because if it's set up right, then it makes it easier for me to come in and just help them out, or to train them on the software that they need to use if they want to do it themselves. And I can do the training versus doing the actual bookkeeping for them.
Okay, very good. By the way, what is the name of your company, and tell me a little bit about what you do?
The name of my company is Where Your Money Went. I'm a certified QuickBooks Pro advisor. I do accounting and bookkeeping. I've been in business for 4 years now, and I have a bachelor's in accounting, and I've been doing accounting work for over 20 years.
So when you say you're a certified QuickBooks Pro advisor, what does that mean?
That means that I have gone through and studied and taken the tests that are required to become a QuickBooks Pro advisor.
So you are a guru then?
Basically, yes.
Okay.
I know more than what the average Joe knows about QuickBooks, because you can go buy QuickBooks off the shelf, set it up yourself, but you're not going to know all the little quirky things and other stuff that it does and that it can do.
Okay, okay. So what would the perfect customer look like for you?
Perfect customer would be the small business owner that is running his business all day long and taking care of his books all night long instead of spending time with his family.
Okay, okay. And I think we talked a little bit about pitfalls of, I would assume that somebody looking for somebody like that is going to interview more than one person. Is there some little thing that they should watch out for, that somebody overpromising or anything like that?
A lot of people will overpromise that they can get this done, or say, hey, I can get this done in X amount of time. And that doesn't always work that way, because you don't know what you're going to get into till you actually get into that person's books.
So if they hand you this big box of receipts and say, can you have this done by the 15th when we have quarterly taxes due, that would be a red flag for you?
Big time, because that means that they haven't done anything.
Okay.
That would mean that they just need it done immediately and they have absolutely no clue what they're doing. And I would look at them and say, probably not, depending on the size of the big box.
Okay.
Because it takes time to go in and separate it and sort it and figure out what's what. And there's always going to be questions on my end back to them as far as, what is this for? What is this for? What is,
Sure.
What did you buy here? And is this truly an expense, or is this a liability to the company? That sort of thing.
Okay.
And then if payroll's involved, that's a whole other animal in itself.
Do you do payroll?
I do not do payroll, but I will help them get sourced to the right payroll provider for them. I have several contacts, either through QuickBooks or through other resources, and we will go and find the best one that's for them.
Okay. Then I'm assuming that if they're they accept credit cards and things like that, you can help them.
I can help them get that all set up, depending on which service they use, get it integrated into QuickBooks or whatever software that they're using.
Okay. So what is the best thing a prospective customer could do before they meet with you, or if they decide that they want to use your services? The best thing they can do to make it easier for both of you?
To have everything in order, and
then they don't need you.
No, yes they do. Yes they do, because it's in order, but that not necessarily together, because they may not know that this needs to go into this expense bucket or this expense bucket, because there's actually inside the expenses different ways to do things. Meals and entertainment, the IRS keeps changing the rules. You can only write off certain amounts, that sort of thing, and not everybody realizes all of that stuff. Their sole proprietor or an LLC that's not running as a C or an S Corp, they need to make sure that they're not commingling anything, and even S and C Corps need to make sure that they don't commingle their business with their personal, because that starts to become a nightmare.
Yes, it does.
In any realm of the deal, because then you've got to start paying each other back, and that's a big red flag to the IRS when it comes to tax time.
Okay. Is there anything else that you think somebody should know about what you do as we're wrapping this little interview up?
I just cater to the small business owner that needs that extra help and to keep everything straight so that they know where they're at and that they can actually look and see what their bottom line is, and I can show them where their money went.
Excellent. Well, if you think that you could use Nancy's services, please call her at
816-729-5921.
and that's Where Your Money Went.